Thought you got rid of me, didn't you? Nah, I'm still here. I call myself live streaming. Little did I know my running my mouth too. Little did I know once I got out in the street, I lost my connection. So I basically ran out of wind by the time I came in, and thought it was a done deal. Then I went back to check it, and there was only 1 minute of footage on there. It's like, but I'm not giving up. I'm not. I'm a little tiny little bit discouraged, but I'm not giving up. Take more than that to stop me, WC. I'm not a quitter. I mean, once I make up my mind to do something, I'm gonna try to do it. Now, as far as it getting done to the best of my ability all the time, I can't claim that because I've gotten to the age now where I don't really care much about a lot of things that would bother most people. Don't bother me, you know. And I think the older you get, the more you can tolerate, you know, uh, because you've been through everything already, you know. You've been through the ups, you've been through the downs, the changes and the turnarounds, like OJ say. Excuse me, and you just learn how to roll with the punches, you know. And so, but anyway, I got up, made my liquor store run, got my wife some stuff, fed the cat, you know. Now all I got to do is make my coffee and listen to some jazz, and I really will be up. But I want to say this right now. I believe the topic should be prepared, and that's something I was not prepared. As a matter of fact, since I started this journey, I have not been prepared. Good morning. Um, at least as of late. I mean, I have prepared, in the past to do certain things, but as far as this time schedule thing goes, no, I haven't been there. Hey, Nelson, man, you know what? It's good to see. I mean, Raymond, it's good to see you again. See, I remember he went to one of my videos. He watched one of my videos. Now here he is on my live stream. This is beautiful. Good morning to you, and thank you for your support. Now, I cried a lot lately about my live stream. How are you? Don't let me be rude. How are you anyway? I'm good. How are you? I'm sure you're fine because you're here. But anybody that comes to my chat, make sure you hit that like button. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. I know you're already in there, Raymond. Um, and I'm gonna pin you, brother. That's one good thing I can do. So that's Raymond, you guys, and he's been pinned. And if he needs subscribers, you know what to do. Check in. Uh, but like I say, I have deprived my subscribers, and that's the only thing that makes me a little bit disappointed. You know, I had made up in my mind that I was going to do my usual, production, videos, editing, all that other stuff, but I was going to really try to get regimented into doing my live stream, and I haven't been successful so far. But it kind of reminds me of when I first got into YouTube. I mean, I wasn't successful. Most people, when they first get started with something, especially if they don't prepare, or if they're not the sharpest knife in the drawer, like some people, you know, you're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna make missteps. You're gonna think you're in stride, like I always do. I think I'm just riding in stride, and then I stumble and damn near fall. And but thank God, I learned a long time ago. When you fall, you just pick yourself up, you dust yourself off, and you just keep it moving, baby. Because you know, life's too short to give up, man. And nothing comes to those who are not willing to sacrifice. You know, you have to be willing take a few punches. Sometimes you can't get the home run, when you go to first base, when you go to home plate. Sometimes you can't get the Tyson knockout, you know. Yeah. Sometimes you're not going to add it all up. You're not going to get it all. It's not going to be obvious to you all the time. Good morning, Dream Girl. I don't even have my glasses on. I see that big H and that E. But that doesn't mean it's over. That just means I'm good. Thank you. Thank you, little sis. Good to see you. Uh, it's wonderful to see my friends in my live stream. That has been my main goal, to try to get my live stream in order, like get a schedule, you know. So when people say, hey man, I don't know when you on, that's why I wasn't there. I want to take that from them. A lot of times when people have complaints about you, or they say certain things about you, and you look it over and you try to do better, and eventually you beat it. And then if they ever come to you again like that, you say, hey, you know what? I took that from you. You can't say that about me. You know, I do a live stream every morning now. You know, I do a live stream every night. You can't say you can't find me anymore. You know where I'm at. I gave you the schedule. I put it in my community post. You don't own that no more. I took that from you. You see what I'm saying? And believe me, my wife is very strong spirited. She's a ball buster, and I get my balls busted all the time. But you know what? It makes me a better person. You know why? Because I got somebody looking over my shoulder to try to make sure I get it right. You know, and they're concerned about me almost as much as I'm concerned about myself. So with they being on their job watching over me, and they ready to shake me, like, when you pick up a kid, you want to know why they're crying, and you want to comfort them. And good morning, how are you? Yeah, you want to comfort them, and stop them from crying and give them what they need. That's what critics do, as far as me. I mean, as far as like actually anybody who's successful. If you're lucky enough to have a critic or a hater or somebody who's always ready to say something negative or critique what you're going to do, you're actually blessed, because that person is going to pick you up, hold you, tell you, now, you shouldn't be doing this, you shouldn't be doing that. Oh, come on, what's wrong? Stick that bottle in your mouth. If you have kids, you know what I mean. All that crying stops. No more crying. Too busy sucking. You know, because they want what they want. And if you give them what they want, they got no excuse. So guess what? The tears, they go away. You just took those tears from that person. You just took those tears from that baby. You know, people have complaints. They cry all the time. If you can take away their tears, there's no more crying. You know, you see my point, huh? It's a good morning. It's a very good morning. It started off kind of shaky. Um, for a while, I thought I had it in the bag. I mean, I went outside with my iPad thinking my connection was going to be strong enough to hold me until I got back from the store. And when I got back in the house, I think it was about 10 or 15 minutes. I wasn't planning on staying on long then, and I'm not going to stay on long now, because I'm definitely going to be prepared tonight. And that's what the topic is all about, preparedness. Uh, Make notes about your subject. Go to Chat GPT. Do your research. Everything should have, just like a story, a beginning, a middle, and an end. How do you want to proceed? First, you have to lay out the storyline. Let everybody know what's going on. That's how you pick your topic, right? You pick your topic and you put it out there, and then you tell them what the issue is. Well, mine's is scheduling. Mine's is the lack of live stream time. Mine's is fixing that scheduling within my time frame. and picking meaningful things that I could put into my live stream to make sure I'm doing a service for the people. And if I'm doing a service for the people, then I'm happy because I know the people will get what they need. I stick that bottle right in them, stop all that crying, you know. And then, we both happy, you know. So that's what I'm working on now. Why am I doing this? Because as you guys know, I am a creator. I like videos. All right. I've made over 1,000 videos. I have 1 million views on this channel, but I don't have any of my hours as far as my long stream. Because I don't have to be in front of the camera to do my editing. I don't have to be in front of the camera to make my videos. I don't have to be in front of the camera to do my research. And so that is where I lack. That's where I need to work on myself. And so in order to do that, I have to take the necessary steps to accomplish my goal, And once my necessary steps are all covered, I will get to the plateau where I need to be. And at this point, it's monetizing my channel. All my friends are monetized. All my friends are monetized. Everybody that I used to hang with is monetized. You think I feel bad because I'm the last one? No, because my time will come. Your time will come. If you get discouraged and you see it's taking too long, just say that to yourself. Make a mental note of that. My time will come. My time will come. And just keep pushing toward that goal. You know, you'll get there. And when you get there, you'll be able to say, see, I told you. I told you so. Now, Raymond, I'm sorry, Raymond. You know what? I forgot to monetize you. And the reason why I want to not monetize you, I'm sorry, make you a moderator. And the reason why I want to make you a moderator, Raymond, is because you've been in my videos. I have to unpin you though because it's Dream Girl's turn to be pinned. Um, you've been active. You've been active on my in my videos. I've seen you. And so anytime you come to my page, you will be a moderator, brother, because you watch my videos and you comment. And I don't know, maybe you share. And maybe you might be one of the ones responsible for me gaining the phone call. Wait a minute, I'm going to cancel that out. Yeah, it'll go away. You'll be able to see my face pretty soon. Wait a minute. Okay, I'm back. So I owe you. I owe you, and I appreciate your help. And I know a lot of people just like my videos too, but yeah, I see people coming back. That's the toughest thing. You can get a big, I won't say load of viewers. All right. Like 98% of the people that see your videos are going to be newcomers. But the ones that come back, those are the ones that you really want. Why, WC? Why do you want those instead of the newcomers? The newcomers are cool because the newcomers, they'll come, they might like your stuff once in a while. Thank you for the hearts. And you got to tell me who dropped those hearts because I love hearts. I love smiley faces too. Um, all that reactionary time, I love that. But I digress. Um, it's the ones that are there to stick and stay. The ones who will come again and again and again and again and again. You know how it is. Like I have some people that I'm very loyal to, like Dream Girl. She's one of the ones I'm very loyal to. EB and different people that I'm very, 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 very loyal to. every time they turn around, if I get an opportunity, I'm going to show up over there, you know. And if I take a break, I'm not showing up nowhere. But right now, I'm at full throttle, you know. I mean, I'm kicking up dust in the wind. I'm flying toward my goal now. I predict that I will be monetized soon. And when I do become monetized, all those people that have helped me get to that point, I'm going to reward them. I don't know, it might be a percentage or, it might just be a little super chat token or whatever. But anybody who's stuck and stayed with me through this process that I'm going through, I am not going to forget you. I am not going to forget you. And just to prove it, I've been making a list. Oh, my glasses. That's what I need. Let me cut this light on. Let me cut this light on, man. I know it's plugged in. Let me make it blue. Can I make it blue? Oh, I'll make it go. Okay. Like Santa Claus, I've been making a list, checking it twice. These are the people who've been naughty on this side, and these are the people who've been nice. And Raymond Nelson has been on my page. And Tokslogs, that's TOKSLOGS, has been on my page. Lucy Warren has been on my page. Lucy's World, you guys know Lucy. Travel Jocelyn has been on my page. I'm making a note. My girl over there in Africa, she knows who she is. Her name is so long, I can't even pronounce. I wouldn't even try. It's got like 30 letters in it. But I call her my girl because she's Lady M. She's been on my page. And I have to say, a couple of my old friends dropped in on me. Those are the ones on this side. They dropped in on me. These are the ones that have been active with me. And everybody that's been active with me, you're going to share in my victory. I give you my word. You're going to share in my victory. Because I've never needed much to be happy. I've turned down 2 fortunes in my life. I've always been the type of man that believed that money doesn't buy you happiness. It might get you a lot of nice things. You might stay in a whole lot nicer place than mine, but nobody can be as happy as me. I have my wife that's in my corner. She loves me to death. I eat every day and I have a roof over my head and God by my side. So I'm happy. It doesn't take much for me. But a little money wouldn't hurt. A little bit of money wouldn't hurt, because happiness don't buy you groceries or pay your bills, or get your teeth fixed with new veneers or get you that nice car you want. You got to have some money to do those things. And so once I start making money, though, the people that have been in my corner, they're going to make money too, because I'm not going to forget them, And this side of my naughty but nice list, you know who you are now, and you know that I know who you are. And Raymond, you proved it this morning. I'm so glad you made it, brother. And I appreciate you. And my wife, Vicky. And then we have a newcomer. Hello. Antagon Calabash. I will tag you, my friend, because you're not a moderator. And then I will. Actually, I have to tag Dream Girl first, and then I will tag you. If you're new to the channel, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you already haven't. My name is W.C. Welcome to my chat. And here, the topic today is preparedness. If you are prepared then you got the battle is halfway won. In live streaming, which is something I'm focusing on today, I focused on short streaming earlier in the week. That was my first part of my of this particular lesson, and now this is live streaming. And what I have failed to do, and I'll be the first one to admit it, is I have not made notes. I have not rehearsed my lines. There are things that I could have done to make this live stream a whole lot better, but I haven't. And this is actually a reminder to myself in these classes and a reminder to anyone listening that if you want to proceed in live streaming, aside from all the other things that we already discussed, I won't regurgitate everything, but there are already videos about those things that you can look in on my page at. But today, this is about being prepared. Make notes, study the topic. Um, every story has a beginning, a middle, and an end. You want to say what your topic is. You want to say why it is your topic. You want to say how you want to dissect it and what you want to take out of it and apply it to your YouTube experience. And that is the premise of our live stream today. So I went over those things. How do you do it? Well, you have a notepad in your iPad, in your phone. Make notes. Make notes about your topic. What are the most interesting high points you want to try to cover? Good morning. Um, what are you trying to accomplish with it? Hi, how are you? Um, and then at the end of the day, how will it affect your YouTube experience? You know, probably for the better, I would say. Probably for the better. Now I'm going to pin you. I just met you for the first time. I think I'll trust you. I'll make you a moderator. I'll make you a moderator too. Maybe you need subscribers. Everybody, I don't know how to pronounce his name. I'm not even going to try. I just say anti. I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce it, but he did say hi, so he must be okay. Um, thank you, honey. My wife said I'm doing a good job. So um, I'll let that run. Oh, thank you. My moderators on the job. They took down a message somebody sent me. What must not have been too cool. I don't know what it was. Uh, Never got a chance to see it because my moderator's on the job. Thank you. Um, Raymond is my number one fan over here. Raymond, you're next. You're gonna be tagged next, Raymond. What happened to your jacket, by the way? I gave you a blue jacket already. I don't know what happened. Anyway, uh, in order to activate those jackets, though, you got to say something. Otherwise, you just stay the gray that you are. But the moderator has jobs, and I already talked to all the people who have been attending my class about what that job is and how it entails and how you have to go about doing it. And all my classes are essential to doing a good job on YouTube. To staying out of trouble, to making friends. A lot of times, you can get emotional. That was another thing too. Before I took my break, I was thinking that there were a lot of people that were just, I don't know. I won't say they were acting subpar, but I just thought that they had a lot of things that they needed to work out, and I was the brunt of them working it out on my head. you know. And I made a video about it. And that was another thing that I shouldn't have done. I was looking at that video from a long time ago, and I was pretty upset. I was pretty upset. But then at the same time, now that I look back on it, I didn't really have that much of a reason to be upset, you know. And I've grown from that point. And going back and forth over that video last night helped me to realize how far I've come, you know. And so sometimes people aren't going to act the way you expect them to act. That shouldn't surprise you though, because when you meet somebody, you really don't meet them. You meet what they want to portray. You know, whatever they're putting out there in front of them, that's what you meet. But unless you really know people themselves, they don't even hardly know themselves from the inside out. So how can you know them from the inside out when you first meet them? It's a pretty tough situation to be in to know who you're dealing with. But you know a tree by the fruit that it bears, and you can kind of tell where somebody's coming from just by their behavior. You know, but even that can be misleading because behavior depends on a lot of different factors. They might got up on the wrong side of the bed. Maybe they had an argument with their husband or their wife. You know, maybe it was something they had. You know, it didn't go down so good. Problems at work. All kind of things affect your attitude, your frame of mind. Maybe it was your upbringing. You never got taught the proper way to be polite and behave. You know, um, and all those factors can determine your character as well. You know, and that's why we shouldn't be at a rush to judge people just by the way they're behaving today. They might be completely different tomorrow. That's why it's such a shame to see young people getting in situations where they become unalived at a very young age. And even if it was their fault, they'll never get a chance to make up for that. But the people that are here through trial and error, when you're getting knocked down, pick yourself up. If you get in the ring and you have to go 10 rounds, don't give up on the first round just because you got hit hard. It's not about, even if you win the first round, you still got 10 rounds to go unless you get lucky and knock a person out. So it's just a matter of trial and error and working your way through whatever it is you're dealing with. And then in the long run, keep your eye, like Jesse Jackson used to say, keep your eye on the prize. Don't focus on the circumstantial, the superficial, you know, things that are in front of you in this world. First of all, you got to remember you are more than what you know. And the younger you are, the more possibilities you have to grow. Now, they say you can't teach an old dog new trick. That's not true either, you know. The old dog might take a little longer learning because they got all this other stuff all jammed up inside their brain. But they can get it too. And they might get it better than you know. But it just depends on the person and the situation. So, but being prepared is half the battle. If you make preparations, well, you got to make notes. Make them easy that you can see them, in front of you. Like I had these notes. I wrote all that stuff down. And I did make it an issue within my mind to keep that in front of me because I do believe I will succeed. I will get this 4,000 watch hours eventually. Uh, if God is willing and the creek don't rise, I'll get it. And with your help, I know I'll get it. So I'm not gonna worry about it. It's gonna come when it's meant to come. And on that note, I'm going to close in a few minutes, but I want to say if this is the first time you've seen this video and you've gotten a little something out of it, maybe you might be able to put it to some good use. Please don't forget to like, share, comment. I love to hear what you have to say. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel for more information. Or go to my other channel. That's W.C.100. Most people know it as Street Chronicles. And check that out. Maybe it's something over there for you. And in the event that you can't come in tonight, because I'm doing a thing tonight at, yeah, You're going to be next. Hi, King. King? Oh my God, you made it. I was just talking about you, bro. Look, he's one of my he's one of my loyal. We talked in chat for about 10 or 15 minutes before I came. Uh, you're going to be a moderator, brother, because I already know you. You've been supporting me, and I got to write your name down too on this list. Um, no, you didn't miss it. You here? What do you mean you missed? You didn't miss nothing. Uh, I'm almost done. But no, you didn't miss anything because I didn't say much. I hardly ever do. I'm one of those guys. I don't want to continue on and on and on. I'm not going to do that kind of live stream. Some people can do it. I'm just one of the ones that can't. I'm not going to say I can't do it if I want to do it because I can do anything I want to do. But I choose not to. You know. Uh, I like the idea of being able to go 10, 12 hours. That's a beautiful thing. But you know, those people are pretty professional about their stuff. You know, they have karaoke and good speakers, and you know, they built up a strong fellowship. You know, see you on my good list right here. He's one of the ones I'm going to take care of when I start making money. Um, they're good at it, and it's a way of making it. It's not the only way. Like when you get thrown in the water and you're trying to learn how to swim, the first thing you learn is to wade in that water. It's not a real form of swimming, but it'll keep you from being drowned. And if you get lucky enough to be able to learn how to swim, you're going to learn the forward stroke, you're going to learn the back stroke, you're going to learn the kicks, the whole nine, right? Y'all subscribe to King, man. King is a good dude. I'm gonna stick around just so y'all can subscribe to King. King been in my chat on my videos. Every time I see him, I turn around. He'd be right there. And we was talking back and forth about how we gonna help each other. And he show improved. Now see, he's sitting here. He ain't been all through my videos. He want me to make some Parliament Funkadelic. I gotta do it. Anyway, so to make a long story short, if you come through and this is the first time you've been here, you know, that's fine. But make sure you get a chance to see some of my other classes because I need 3,400 hours of live stream. And each one of my classes, I haven't forgot about you, Dream Girl. Thank you for coming, Dream Girl. Okay, everybody been pinned. I'm gonna pin King now. Everybody had a chance to be pinned once already. So King, you're pinned now. Okay, you guys check his channel out. And he needs live stream hours too. So, like I said, please be sure if you don't get a chance to catch me tonight at 9:30, while you're waiting, or if you get some free time, drop by any of my classes that I've already done. A lot of them aren't edited. I have to tell you ahead of time, and I had a lot of problems with my sound in the beginning, and so it's funny. One of the best live streams I've had. It's got 200 and I think 50 views on it. Is when I couldn't get my volume to work right, and I was just sitting there like this, trying to figure out what the hell was going on. And the friends that I have, I guess they found it funny, so they liked it, you know, and left it. And I really appreciate that. You know, I really appreciate that. We got some good people in YouTube, you know. And so with that, you know, I'm not gonna stay on long. I'm breaking the rule right now. One rule that you have when you live stream, I know a lot of people don't know about this. If you have one or two or more in your live stream, you should never shut it off. Why is that? Because The participation, like you guys could be hitting those reactionary buttons, sending hearts. Yeah, yeah, send them hearts, man. Send them hearts. Send them. Um, they act as conversation. They act as conversation. And thank you, by the way, whoever sent them. I don't even know who sent them. To let the live stream, to let the chat know, the algorithm know that you have something going on. Thank you for the smile. So if you get the opportunity and you really don't have much to say, you don't know what to say. I don't know. I'm not really giving everybody a chance to talk, and I have this setting on my on my live stream that anyone can talk in my live stream. But sometimes I'll leave my live stream just for subscribers. Nobody else can speak. If you're new, you can't speak. And that's usually only when I'm gonna do a class. And mostly that's all I do when I'm on live stream now is just classes. Unless we have a casual chat, like I don't know, I might have a casual chat on the weekend. I haven't decided. But mostly I've just been doing classes, you know. Just classes. And then maybe one day I'll make it into an ebook or something. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I have to be honest. I haven't really figured out what I'm gonna do after I get my all my live hours, get that thing out of the way. But by the time I get it, if I'm not old and gray and laying in my grave, turning to dust and bones, I'll figure it out. you know. But to all my friends that have already made it, congratulations to you. Um, Brazilian Queen, I'm so happy for you. Lafita, I'm so happy for you. You know, down the road, these are all people that are not here, by the way. And you don't have to be here to. Okay, they kept going, so it's not my house. You don't have to be here to still be my friend, you know. And you know, sometimes your friends can't make it. You can't be mad at them. Sometimes they can't make it. That's it's all good. You're welcome, man. Uh, Listen, that's okay because I'm a thank you for the smiley faces. Now, who is it that's sending me the smiley faces and that party symbol and the hearts? I love that stuff. Like I said, that's important to do when you're not talking. Um, I'm gonna reciprocate if I find out who it is. I'm gonna send you some next time I come to your live stream. Um, but like I say, I still support my friends whether they're here or not. You know, Loose Way, Nydia, Brazilian Queen, Pumpkin, Pitts Life, I Cherish the Church, Source, Joe Remington, uh, Mind Games, Silver Haired Wisdom, Snapback Chat, Phoenix, all these people on my naughty list because I haven't seen them in a while. Jamie, though, yeah, he came through the other day, and I looked at a lot of the names. A lot of people still connect with each other, but sometimes when you take time out, like and you haven't talked to people in a long time, they kind of forget you. But it's okay. I'm here to remind them, hey, you still got a friend in me, WC. I'm coming through, and I'm gonna spend some time with you. And Evie Stein, same thing. She knows. So you can call me Goga. Okay, Goga. There's only one real king. You got that right. Only room on the top. Only room. Only one sits on the throne. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. So I got a half an hour in, and I'm happy with that. And I got 3 people here, and I guess I could play some music. I don't know. I don't really think it's gonna come out that good. So let's just skip that. Let's just skip that. I I'm gonna break the rules once again and shut the chat down. But thank you all for coming. And when I'm more prepared and I take notes and get myself together, I'll be back on tonight at 9:30. If I don't eat too much and fall asleep like I did last night. And for all you guys that are just gonna find my live stream, check this out. It might have shut off on me this morning when I went out because that was only 1 minute. I thought I was rolling. When I got back, I didn't have a video, so here I am. I came right back at it, and I made the live stream video. So if I can just keep pulling it off, we'll get there. We all get there together. So thank you for coming. Thank you for coming back. Thank you, Goga. Appreciate you, man. I'll see you on my videos and to the next live stream tonight at 9:30. Be there or be square. All right. And this is your brother, your friend and your brother, WC. And remember one thing, you gotta take care of yourself so you can help take care of others. Peace. All right, my friend.